Hey guys, and welcome back to Orca FPL. This week I got 56 points and a green arrow. This puts us at 419 points overall and a rank of 523k. Whilst I've not seen much progression in my rank in the last 2 weeks, I'm relatively happy with the core of my side. Southampton looked to be comfortably winning with a 4-goal lead against Villa up until the 60th minute when Villa began the fight back. Whilst they put in an incredible performance to get 3 goals in the last half an hour, they were unable to get a point. This result meant I got 4 points between my 2 Southampton players, with McCarthy picking up an additional 2 points for 7 saves. Leicester thrashed Leeds 4-1. Once again, Leicester struggled to get the clean sheet, having only had 2 clean sheets all season. This meant another blank for James Justin. Liverpool faced a stubborn West Ham team who had held City to a draw last week and were looking to upset the odds again against the league leaders. They started off the match scoring in the first 10 minutes through a beautiful finish from midfielder Fornals. Salah was able to convert a self-won penalty just before the half-time to even the game up, with super sub Jota scoring the winning goal in the 85th minute. This got me 8 points from Salah and just 2 from Trent Alexander-Arnold. It was a tough week in defence with just 8 points from all 4 players combined. Thankfully, my forwards and midfield had a much better time. Daniel Podence scored Wolves' second goal in 10 minutes to confirm the win against Crystal Palace by slotting Pedro Neto's cross in at the far post. Whilst he didn't pick up the assist, he was key to the first goal as well. Having appeared to be playing in an advanced position, I'm really liking Podence's attacking potential. Bruno Fernandes struggled alongside the rest of the United team in their 1-0 loss to Arsenal. Whilst his midfield partner had a much worse performance, I'm starting to wonder whether a move to City midfielder De Bruyne might be a better option, with their fixtures over the coming weeks. Heung-min Son had a rather quiet game, picking up just 2 points. But my captain, Harry Kane, scored the opener, and with that, 12 points. Spurs have some tough fixtures coming up, but I'm planning on sticking with both players for now, as I feel that the bigger teams actually provide better potential for the likes of Son to run in behind them, compared to some of the lower place sides who will park the bus. Alongside Kane, Dominic Calvert-Lewin was at it again, picking up his 8th league goal of the season, despite Everton falling to a 2-1 loss against an impressive Newcastle. There's been a significant change in the quality of Everton's performance with the loss of key midfielders due to injury. Whilst Richarlison is out until the return of the international break, Andre Gomez and James Rodriguez are expected to be back for this coming game week. Rounding out my team was Mitrovic, who provided attacking returns for the first time in 5 games. Unusually, however, it was not in the form of goals, but in that of 2 assists. Fulham looked the considerably better side in what was a battle of the 2 poorest in the league. Whilst I have plenty of ideas for transfers, I've decided to take Charlie Taylor of Burnley out and replace him with Max Kilman of Wolves. This means I will have 2 free transfers for the international break where I can swap over to De Bruyne from Fernandes with the 1.1 million I have in the bank. For this coming game week, my lineup stands as follows. McCarthy remains between the sticks, but Walker-Peters is going to sit on the bench, as I don't see a clean sheet being held. Whilst there is potential for attacking returns with Newcastle not being the most defensively solid side, I'd like to hedge my bets, and as such I've brought in new boy Max Kilman, who faces up against Leicester. On the other side of that matchup, I've also got James Justin. Finishing off my defence is Trent Alexander-Arnold up against Manchester City. I'm not expecting a whole lot defensively once again, with some very tough matchups this week. In midfield, Daniel Podence stays in the side after his great performance against Palace. Whilst this is definitely a tougher matchup, I can see goals in this game, and hopefully he can have a hand in one or more of those. Fernandes is up against Everton, which will be an interesting matchup. Everton have lost a bit of form, but potentially have Rodriguez and Gomez returning this week. I think the result may well depend on whether these 2 return and in what condition. Inarguably the game of the week, Mohamed Salah faces up against City. This is another game where I am expecting plenty of goals and believe that Salah has a great chance for returns. As such, he is going to remain as my vice-captain. Heung-min Son and Harry Kane are travelling to the Hawthorns in what should be a great game for the Spurs duo. Harry Kane will remain captain, and I'm hoping to see yet another double-digit haul from at least one of them, if not both of them. Aleksandar Mitrovic is playing against an impressive West Ham. While he got 2 assists last time round, I'm not expecting much from this. The Hammers have looked very good in their last 2 games, despite only getting 1 point out of them. Now they're facing a significantly weaker side and potentially have Antonio back. I can't see a way through for Fulham and Mitrovic. Rounding out my side is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. This will be a tough game, but Calvert-Lewin is in the form of his life. I don't know what to expect from this game, but I'll be happy no matter the returns from Calvert-Lewin, as he's significantly outperformed my expectations so far. How did your Game Week 7 go? Are you bringing in any new sign-ins? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to keep informed on FPL throughout the rest of the season. And keep informed on FPL throughout the rest of the season. Make sure to keep an eye out next week as we do a review of Game Week 8 and look at our Game Week 9 preview.